Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Nio. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be doing a video about Nio, where I think Nio is going to be headed this year alone, where I think Nio is going to be headed next year as well. Going to be talking about my positions. Am I adding Nio? What kind of options I'm holding for Nio stock? So with that being said, let's get started with the video. I just want everybody to know as well, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. So with that being said, let's dive into the video and let's talk about some Nio. So if you guys don't know what Nio actually is, Nio is an EV company based out of China producing luxury EV cars. They do pretty much similar to what Tesla does here in the United States, but Nio has been gaining a lot of traction. Why is this? Because Nio is probably the top representation of the EV game out there in China. You know, we've seen how explosive the EV market has become over the last couple of years. You know, especially in 2020, a lot of people did really see the value that, okay, you know, maybe the world is heading more towards kind of an EV friendly type of world. You know, during 2020, you know, kind of going through the pandemic, we saw that a lot of travel and a lot of other stocks really took a big hit, while tech and EV really did see a huge kind of rally. So taking a look at the 1-year chart, you know, we see that Nio is still up 1,245%. Yes, it's still down from its all-time highs. We do know that around January, Nio was trading around 62 to, you know, 63, 64, $65 a share. Right now, currently sitting at $41.43. Taking a look at the 3-month chart, still down 35% of its value, down about $22.62. But I do know for fact that we are going to revisit these all-time highs. And I've actually been adding as much Nio stock as I actually can. For me, I do like to diversify, so it's not like all my portfolio is just sunk into Nio. But I did take the liberty and buy as much Nio as I could during the absolute dip. I do have a lot more Nio in my other investment portfolio, my retirement portfolio. But, you know, looking at how cheap Nio had gotten over the last couple of months, you know, Nio sitting around 35, 36 bucks. I decided to pick up quite a bit of shares and some options for Nio. So I want to disclose with you guys how much shares I'm actually holding for Nio stock in this current portfolio and what kind of options I'm holding. So if we scroll down, you guys can see here that I have an average cost of $37.02. This makes up about 16% of my portfolio. I am super bullish on Nio, and you guys can see as well that I have 200 shares, average cost $37.02, and my overall market value in Nio is about $8,000, right? If we scroll down a little bit, I also do have some options in Nio as well. As you guys can see, since I do own 200 shares of Nio stock, I do like to sell some covered calls on Nio, make some passive income, but I'm also holding 8 contracts of Nio stock, which I've already made a pretty hefty return on. I've already made $1,000, you know, buying 8 Nio contracts that expire by the end of this year. I bought the $55 strike price. Now, a lot of people may argue, you know, why didn't you buy in the money options? For me, I know that Nio is going to be well over 55 bucks by the end of the year, and I'll probably most likely exercise these options probably towards the middle of the year as we kind of get closer to like July and August, you know, if I'm making a pretty decent return. But I know, you know, I've done my research on Nio stock. I know that the company is growing, you know, even taking kind of an outlook of where Nio has actually gone this year alone. You know, in January, we got Nio Day, where they basically let us know, you know, they're dropping an ET7 sedan. You know, they're working on the self-autonomous driving technology, which is a big game changer in the EV game in itself. You know, we know that they're still working on a bigger and better battery, and their battery is already pretty good. And last but not least, we know that what differentiates Nio from its competition other than its battery as a service, meaning that, you know, Nio is working very hard to put up battery swap stations all around China. If you drive a Nio vehicle, you can stop by one of these stations, swap the battery in just under 3 minutes, and continue on your way with a full-on battery. You know, from January till now, right, we're currently sitting on April, May is coming up, and we're going to get a dive into Nio's deliveries, you know, pretty short here, and I'm almost optimistic that Nio is going to deliver very well on these deliveries. You know, their deliveries have been good every single month. They're selling more and more cars. Now, something that is going to stop Nio probably in Q2 and Q3, in my personal opinion, is the huge chip shortage. Obviously, there was a big fire in Japan that took out a big chip factory, which a lot of car makers are going to struggle with. Nissan, Ford, Nio, Tesla. You know, like I said, it's a big chip factory. But for me, I'm still optimistic that Nio is going to be hitting these all-time highs once again. We know that Nio is growing. Hedge funds are starting to kind of pour money back into Nio stock. We did get a $48 million buy of Nio stock on Friday, this last past trading session, right? And we definitely see over the last week, Nio has been kind of making a decent comeback. We can see that it's up 12.67% of its overall value. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who are holding Nio, from their all-time shares. And, I know a lot of people, they want to sell out, they're holding high averages. But for me, I 100% recommend everyone buy the dip on Nio and just hold. This company's going to be absolutely massive. Even ARK Invest, even a lot of analysts have said that Nio is going to be huge. Nio is going to be the winner of China. It is going to be the top representation of the EV game in China. As the EV market continues to evolve, I know that Nio is going to as well. Now, Nio does have an average price target of about $62. Analysts are pretty bullish on Nio, and here's the thing. Analysts hate Nio stock. They don't really like Chinese stocks too much. Ever since the Luckin Coffee incident, it's left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. I can almost guarantee that if Nio was an American company, it'd probably be trading 4 to 5 times its overall value as of right now. But the fact that, these analysts don't really like Nio stock that much, and the fact that they're giving it a $62 price target, goes to show that a lot of these big time analysts do see the value in Nio stock as well. It's not just the retail side that are picking up Nio stock. Like I said, there's a lot of hedge funds right now that are going to start buying Nio. We're going to have retail traders kind of slowly start buying Nio, and this is slowly going to start kind of a rise up. I do think that we're slowly going to get a kind of slow uptrend for Nio stock from here. Yes, there is going to be some red days. That's the overall stock market. That's just kind of how it goes down. But in my personal opinion only, I don't think we're going to be retesting these Nio lows that we saw earlier in the month. I don't think Nio is going to retrace that $34, $35 mark. Hopefully you guys bought the dip right there. I think that was a very good time. But even right now at $41.43, I still think it's an amazing price to buy Nio stock. I do think Nio stock is going to hit $100 well into 2022. And I do know that Nio stock is probably going to be hitting around the $60 to $80 price target range by the end of this year. And like I said, this is a very good time for people to kind of analyze, buying Nio stock. Should you do it? We see the growth. We know that Nio is growing very quickly, right? They have plans to expand into Europe by the second half of this year. So they're already expanding their overall outreach, their overall market. They're working on perfecting their technology. If they continue to expand their insurance business and they continue to expand, their robo-taxi delivery service that they had plans for, Nio company is going to be absolutely huge. So I'm going to give my overall price prediction. Where do I think Nio is going to be by the end of 2022, right? Not 2021, but 2022. I could definitely see Nio being $150 to $200 a share by the end of 2022. A lot of analysts already saying that Nio is going to be a profitable company by 2022 as well, which is only going to make people a lot more optimistic about buying Nio stock. I do see a huge uptrend momentum in Nio. I think Nio is an absolute must buy. I think Nio is absolutely the cream of the crop when it comes to the EV game, and it is going to be the top representation of China. I do recommend people buy the dip on Nio stock. I think it's absolutely worth it. As we see the EV market continue to evolve, continue to expand, there's going to be a lot more people out there who are buying Nio stock. And right now, it's currently sitting at $41, which in my opinion is severely undervalued for what Nio actually has to offer as an overall company. But with that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Nio stock. Do you guys think Nio stock is a good buy? $41.43. What's your price prediction on Nio stock? I really want to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below.